Hi, my name is Alyssa Nelsen and I'm with Master Physical Therapy. Today we're going to continue our series on posterior oblique sling strengthening by doing the upward chop. So there are two different versions of the chop, upwards and downwards. The upwards is really going to target the posterior oblique sling, where the downwards is going to target the anterior oblique sling, which you can see in an earlier video that we have done. So check that out. You can make this activity more difficult, less difficult, modifying as needed by changing the position that we complete the action in. The arm movement, the core movement will stay the same throughout each one. However, our starting position and where our legs are is going to determine how much of our body we're incorporating, how much stabilization we need. So the first place that we usually like to start with this, and the easiest, is going to be a half kneel position. So for this activity, we're going to go inside leg will be down, outside leg will be up. We do this to really help kind of open up our space, as we're going to start low with the bat and then move up forward. On a cable machine, you can do this with just a normal cable. Usually it works a little bit better if you have something a little solid. In the clinic here, we have our handy dandy little bat and then our bands here that are going to give us the resistance. So for this activity, we are going to start, left arm will be extended down, right arm is going to come up, we will be right even at your chest. Our first movement is we are going to swap those arms. So our right arm is going to extend as our left arm flexes, and that's going to be our first movement, and we want to keep these two movements pretty separate to make sure that we're doing the motion correctly. And then our next movement and last one is we are going to punch this left arm up as we are rotating our body towards it. So there we are. We're going to come back down, and same thing, kind of keep in that movement, two different patterns. So we're going to start low, swap those arms, punch through, and squeeze. You're going to feel this one a little bit in the chest on the left side, but really we want to focus on squeezing that right shoulder down to that left hip. The next harder application of this activity would be doing it in a tall kneel. So this position is going to require you, it's a little bit smaller base of support, going to require a little more stabilization for the core. Is going to be the same movement pattern though. We're going to swap those arms, punching through and rotating towards. So we'll do a couple more of those. And back. Next, we'll move into a standing position. So we're going to do a high lunge. So you can also do a low lunge. This one's really hard on those knees and the legs though. So a high lunge is a pretty good position. That way you can really focus on the movement and not so much on balance and everything else. So this one, same thing, that outside leg's going to be up, inside leg's going to be back. And we're going to swap arms, rotate towards and away, coming back. Swap arms, rotate towards, and then back. The next harder section for this one will be just same thing, kind of a standing position, feet close together. Swap, rotate. It's going to require a little more of those hip stabilizers, a little more from the ankles and the knees as well. And then if you really want to get challenging, and I make no promises that I'll be able to do it here, you can do it single leg. So you'll be inside leg will be down, outside leg will be up. So we're going to start, we're going to swap those arms, punch through, coming up, and then back down nice and slow. I'm only going to do one of those because I definitely can't do two. But that would be a much harder version of this activity, which requires stabilization throughout the whole body while also hitting those oblique slings. Because we never do use our oblique slings individually. You're always going to use them with the other muscles of your body. These are just a key important role in that movement pattern. As always, if you need anything, give us a call or check us out at knobpt.com.